Does a recession equal a housing crisis? Hello everybody, Steve Rifkin from Berkshire Hathaway. Welcome to episode number 5 of Real Estate with Steve Rifkin. Does a recession equal a housing crisis? The answer is no. In 3 out of the last 5 recessions that we had, housing prices actually went up. So check out these charts. So let's take a look at this graphic. It was supplied by Keeping Current Matters. All they do is look at charts and figure things out, so they do a pretty good job. But you can see here, in 3 of the last 5 recessions, prices actually went up. Okay, see a little closer. Of course, 2008, they went down dramatically because that recession was caused by the housing market. So we all know about that. We don't want to relive it. But why won't we relive it is because they're not giving loans like that, like they used to people who can't qualify for loans. And then they couldn't pay the loans back. The houses went into default. And of course, then there was a ton of inventory on the market. And then if there's a ton of inventory on the market, not enough people to buy it, prices go down. Here's what they're saying about prices from 2019 to 2023. It's a little old. Basically, they said prices would go up 4.1% in 2019, and they did. They did. In 2019, they probably went up a little more here in Southern California, but these are national charts. Just to show that they're national charts, here you can see in the state of California, days on the market is an average of 31 to 45 days, where if you look in the East Coast in New York, where they have a ton of new construction. I'm just actually talking about Manhattan right now. So it takes about a year to sell a property in New York because there's a lot of inventory. Once again, 95 economists were asked, and they think price is going to go up in 2019, and they did. They did, and now across the country you can see appreciation. So market's pretty strong. This is actually pretty interesting. This is an affordability index, and if you look to the right, the higher the bar, the better the affordability. We are more affordable than ever if you take away the years when you had distressed properties. So in those years when you had distressed properties, a lot of people are afraid to buy. I had a guy who told me he just wanted to buy and not be in the hole 6 months after he buys. But it turns out he did buy in, I believe, January, February 2012, maybe March, which actually was the low of the market. And he did great. He bought a property for $1.2 million, and it's definitely worth over $2.4, $2.5 right now. So that's about it with these charts. A question I get is, if interest rates go up, will that affect the housing market? The answer is yes. But right now there are no signs that interest rates are going to go way up. As a matter of fact, I had a conversation with a lender a while back, and he told me as long as our national debt is so big, interest rates aren't going anywhere, because the higher we raise the interest rates, every time we borrow against that debt, we have to pay it back at a higher price. So I agree with him. I don't think interest rates are going up. And inventory. There is no really big reason for inventory to start spiking up. People are selling at their comfortable pace. I guess if they see prices start going down, there'll be a little bit more inventory. But the thing that spikes inventory are major happenings. Like when the defense companies left Southern California, there was a lot of inventory because people were leaving their houses. Or more recently, in the 2008, 9, 10, when people were defaulting on their loans because they couldn't pay them back, then you had a bunch of short sales and bank-owned properties on the market. So I don't think there's going to be a spike in inventory, and I don't think the interest rates are going up. I think housing is going to stay strong as it is. Maybe take a little pause, a little breather. If you have any questions about this or any of my other videos, please call me, 818-917-8890. You can DM me, you can text me, you can do whatever you want. And I'll keep sending out info, and any questions, please contact me. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.